Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a sitting down video, and as you can tell by this title and by me wearing black, it's not going to be a happy video. So, today one of my classmates passed away. Her name was Mariah, and honestly, I've spent all day crying. Oh my god. I've been so on and off today. At first I found out that somebody passed away in my English class, and then all of a sudden I go, I wait because I find out, they're not allowed to tell, and then I go to the counselors to figure it out, and they tell me that it's this girl that I knew. And she was one of the most sweet, most genuine people I've met. I was not close to her. I've had a few classes with her, but I wasn't close with her, and I regret that. She was so genuine, so kind. When we would get our tests, our teacher would hand out the tests, and she would always be the one to say thank you. And when class was over and we were all leaving, nothing. It was nothing. Because we were going to be there the next day. She would always say, "Have a nice day," to the teachers. And she would always participate. She would always ask questions. She loved animals. When we did rat dissection, she refused to even look at one. There I was like, yeah, stab the rat. Yeah, that was me. And here she was she did not want to look at it. She did not like the idea of a dead animal. And then, I remember I was having a really hard time with this student. She was my lab partner, and we were, I'm that sarcastic type, "Oh my gosh, this is so much work, and kill me now," and all that, and I'd do those type of things, and she'd be like, "It's not that much work, and why would we kill you? That is an awful thing to say." And I'm like, I was being sarcastic. Get it through your thick skull. I'm a sarcastic person. Don't take things so literally. But that's not what it's about. And it was, so this girl and I would get in fights a lot, and we couldn't work together. And so I talked to my teacher, and this girl, Mariah, stepped in. She was fine switching, and she had friends in her group, and she just let me go be with them. And she knew how hard this girl was to deal with, and yet she cared enough, and or didn't care enough, and she was fine, and she just, let that happen. And, I didn't know her. I didn't know her as, more than what I saw. But I remember telling her that she was the nicest person I have met. And that is honestly the truth. I assume that I'm a nice person. I try to assume that because I try to be. But this girl, she just has, her levels are, here for everything. And my levels are, here. She's pretty. And then there's me. She's smart. And then there's me. She's super kind. She's up there. And then there's me. I guess it was so, when I heard it, she was the one that passed away. No, we do not know how she passed. All I know is it was not intentional. It was not a suicide. It was most likely a car accident, possibly murder. But that would be all over the news, and you would hear it everywhere, so we assume that it's a car accident, but we don't know. And I know this because they were asking about her sister and such. And like, all day since I found out that something has happened, I've been in complete shock. I started crying during math because we sat not too far from each other, you know? And then I remember in English, like, being so confused. The teacher was so quiet. And I was looking over to the area because I recognized that the seat, somebody was not there. Somebody was missing in my head. And I knew that I was, like, picturing all the people that I could think that I knew were missing. And she was one of them. And I'm like, oh, you know, out of all the people that I could think about. And she was one, so I didn't take too much of it. I wasn't so concerned. And then I remember going down to the counselor's office and them saying it was her, and it just started making sense. And I remember the day before, which is yesterday, I remember in English, she was, we were separated into groups, like numbers, like on, what was before yesterday? On Wednesday, we were separated into groups 1 through 7, and the teacher called her a 6, and she's like, I'm a 7, and she, you know, because she did all the 7s work, so I remember that. And I remember in math how she'd always participate, and she, like, in math class, I'm, like, the person that always gives out the answers. I'm, like, that goody two-shoes that always asks the answers, so I'm, like, up here in the participation level, and she's literally, like, right there. Like, this is the one thing I have over her. I'm kind of, you know, proud that at least I do have impact. But, you know, we were kind of there in that element. Oh my gosh. And then I saw her desk empty and just all clicked. And it all clicked. In gym, I'm out of gym because of my knee. So I have to go to the library and, like, read an article and stuff and write a, you know, paragraph or something about it. You know, 3 main ideas and 3 quotes. Yeah, I'm already on my 2nd page of writing. Because, and it's not just about today. One big part that made me cry probably the most was how, with my school, my middle school, we experienced 2 deaths already, and one of them was my best friend, which actually in December I'm gonna make a video on relevant to that. So and you'll understand why, but not relevant, kind of not relevant. Anyways, oh my god. And it was so shocking. I've written so much and just brought up all the events. So Mariah, I know we were not close, and I know I don't believe in faith. I don't believe that there's a God. But if you are out there and you're in heaven, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we couldn't have been closer. I'm sorry that this had to happen to you. You were so genuine. I'm sorry because I wasted all my energy today crying over you, and I know you're such a positive person. You wouldn't want all of us to cry. And whatever happened, I'm sorry you had to go through it. You were such a great friend to the people that knew you, and so many people were crying today, even the people that didn't know you. Just thank you. And for you guys, remember that today is the present. Because you're a gift to this world, and you have no idea when you're going to be taken out of it. You have no idea when something is gonna happen or something's gonna strike or something and you're gonna be gone. You have no idea that classmate at school, like just sits there and is all kind. You have no idea that they are gonna leave you. I care, no matter how many times my classmates have done bad things to me and gossiped about me, I will never hold them to that. If they were to ever die, I would care. Even the people that bullied me in the past, I would be in tears if they had passed away. Especially for somebody that was so kind. She didn't deserve it. So remember, you are a gift. And live it, because you're a wanted gift. So I guess I'm gonna go probably watch YouTube just to brighten my mood. I mean, you can't go wrong if you have something to cheer you up. It makes me feel a little better. So thank you guys for watching. And I want you guys to tell me if you've lost anybody really important to you, or somebody, maybe a classmate or something. And I reply to everybody. I understand what it's like. So thank you guys. I know that was a long outro. Bye-bye, guys.